Hey, how are you? And wherever you're watching me from, good morning, good evening, and hope that you are doing great. And had missed you guys, to be honest, and I've been a bit busy, so that means I haven't been available for a couple of days due to some unavoidable reasons. So here I am again. I've sincerely missed you, and hope you've been doing fine from wherever part you're watching me from across the globe. So nothing much for today, but then yeah, despite being away, I've been a bit low, kind of. I've missed the company. We were with the Minhawi and Paris and the Mokia family. Apparently, Paris and Minhawi traveled back to the village. I hope you guys have checked out their videos of the way back to the video, or the way back to the village. And the Mokias also traveled to Nairobi. So I'm left alone across this place. So I've been a bit okay, solo. I wish Minawi could have and Paris could have stayed longer to hold my hand that long, but then at times it's good when you are left in the jungle. It's good to juggle alone and find your ways back, find your ways and make it happen in your own way. So that is what I'm left with, and I just have to do it. What do I have to say? So yesterday I was at some place in Likoni, a bit late hours. That is around 10 p.m. and I was with a few friends of mine. We were just chilling and having our good trip there. So as watch, I think I was doing some game for Manu and Nottingham Forest, just watching it over there. Then I decided to get home. So while on my way back home, being at the coast is a bit like Mombasa is so hot, so like I haven't really adjusted. I haven't fully adjusted. So if you are new here, I think you have a lot of you have those challenges of the heat and all that. So I crossed over and came. So I boarded a matatu at Likoni. When you get those late hours, I think they come all the way to the ferry down there, for those who know that place. So I boarded some matatu to get home. That is to Bamburi. So apparently the matatu was full, and like it was the only one left. So I had nothing. I had no option but to board it. So I was the last passenger, so I had to be fixed. So in Kenya, the sweet part of it being fixed. So as a Kenyan, you have that there's that mentality that hits you. Oh, if I fixes me, I might not pay. It is 100. It's usually 100 from there to where I stay. So I had that mentality. Oh, this guy now that is fixing me, I'll have he'll give me some cut on my fare back home. So okay, fixes me to some pretty young lady. She was so beautiful. So I was like, oh God, because he had suggested me to sit some point in between there. There's that gap. If you boarded Kenyan matatus, there are always 3 seats. No, yeah, 3 seats, then 3 seats, then 1 seat here. So there's that space in between those seats where passengers used to get to other seats behind the car. So you can be fixed. You can be fixed in between there. Then you're given some board that is called Sambaza. But apparently, I've been in these matatus in Mombasa. I haven't had that experience. Like I haven't been given that board plus. I haven't been an excess. Most of the time I find my seat and relax. So yesterday I was a bit tired. Then people are sweating. Like yeah, there are those who sweat. People sweat differently. Yeah. Personally, I'll sweat my whole body, like from face, everything, sweat all over. Then there are those who sweat just at their palm. Then there are those who sweat their hands, like it's so wet. They are wet, like I don't know how to describe it. Then at times it can be so irritating when you've strained and struggled not to sweat. Then someone just shows up too sweaty, and he doesn't seem to care. I'm not victimizing anyone, but then there are those who do, like they really don't care. Like you've strained, you've wiped off the sweat from your end, so you try just to be so comfortable. Then someone comes who seems not to mind, mostly women, who doesn't seem to mind. Then he's like, oh, so he wipes off that on you unknowingly or knowingly, I don't know, but most of the cases it's unknowingly. So it's so irritating. You are like, you can get hold of this guy and just throw him out. So I got fixed into my matatu from there. Then the conductors are guys those who pick the fares, the money from us. After the matatu had left, he's like, okay, if you have M-Pesa, I'm not picking M-Pesa. I think M-Pesa is the most convenient thing that you can transact with. Yeah, it's so convenient. So, okay, I kept mum because I was so tired and I was having a bit of a headache, so I didn't have actually time to explain myself why I have M-Pesa, because most cases I don't have cash. So the matatu leaves, we are past town. Then, because when I was boarding, I remember he told me like there's someone who's alighting at lights, so I might have a space for whoever's alighting. Remember, I was an excess passenger. So we get some point. I don't know how that place called. Then the driver stopped. Someone was added into the matatu. Then the conductor is like, okay, boss, can you hold can you carry this person? Like it was a man, then he's a bit lighter, then like the guy to sit on me. I'm already struggling to find a seat. Then he sits on, he's requesting me for the guy to sit on me. I was like, no, that one is not possible. So I had to alight for him to fix his guy so that we get in. Eventually fixed him. So there I am. Then while closing the door, I think, I don't know, I hadn't sat well, so I was struggling to actually sit. Then the conductor closed the door. So in the process of closing the door, my leg, I think, wasn't into the car, it was a bit outside. So it had to close my foot outside the car. So he hit me and it was so painful. So painful. Then the lady I was sat next to was so interesting. So at that moment I was in much pain. Then all I could hear from the conductor is like, hey, in Kiswahili we said, hey, nimefungia mguu nje, hey, pole. Like he was so sorry, but it wasn't a genuine sorry, because all he needed is money. So I was hurt and I was so much mad. Then I expected the person seated next to me actually to console me, tell me sorry for this, blah blah blah. But who's she? So I'm in much pain. Then all the lady could do, like in Swahili, she put it in some words that are so I'm using that. I think for me, I felt like they are adding more pain to my pain already. With her prettiness, all she could do is ask me like, amekuumiza sana, like has he hurt you more? I don't know if that is the right one, but then I was like, hey madam, I've been hurt. Then that is all you can ask. So I went and eventually the driver stood. And as mother, I was there because I just told him to stop. So I take another matatu. So then the lady was so sorry, and she decided to offer me a seat so that he sits on this other end. So being the African way, and with my, that thing hit me after alighting on the matatu, like why was I doing that? So when the vehicle stopped, the lady excused herself so that I can sit a bit more comfortable place. Actually I was sick, so it's okay, but then I was I was hurt, so I sat on the other seat. The lady now sat where I sat. You remember the vehicle has 3 seats, then we have 4. So she sat. The vehicle took off. So when I got to some places next to home, those thought that hit you, hey, this lady has been so kind. What can I do? Maybe something crossed my mind. Oh, should I pay her fare because we hadn't paid? I think she was having the same scenario as I was, of having cash in M-Pesa, and the conductor was like, he doesn't do M-Pesa, so you will have to find an alternative, because I decided back in my mind, if I don't have, then I just alight and go. Whatever happens. So because there's nothing I can do. Because they always claim like he has lost his phone, he can't replace the line, like he doesn't have an ID. So yeah, so the line replacing an ID is 2,000. So like they have all those sorts of stories. Okay, so I come down, and we got, so some crazy thoughts were ringing in my mind, like, oh, okay, so what now with this lady's kindness, what should I do? So I decided to pay later. At the back of my neck, I convinced myself to pay for her affair, but I didn't tell her. So in the middle of that conversation, having a meeting within me, something in me tells me, oh, you can reach out to her, maybe get the number. She's been so kind. Hey, who am I? Then I talked to the lady. I thanked her, and I told her, like, okay, thank you for your kindness and all that. Then no sooner was I still thinking on how to get the number from her, maybe to thank her or anything, without any thoughts. Then I hear that she told the conductor that she's lighting the matatu. So I was like, I wish I'd done this earlier to have the number. But anyway, I left it. So from there I get home. I get where I was alighting. Then the conductor, because I told the conductor that I'm going to pay for her. So apparently that one I should be paying 200 shillings. So before alighting, the conductor gets a more of a mini violence. I think I have a bad blood with conductors and soldiers at times, not in a bad way, but then I find them, some can be amusing. More so if you have some guys from the islands, they can be a thorn in the flesh. So it starts a mini fight. Yeah, it's like those brothers of mine for M-Pesa, those who don't want to do cash. Now he told me I have to pay. There's nothing so bitter at times. Maybe that is what I experience, and I find there's nothing so bitter like you're paying a fare for maybe 100 or 50. Then a guy or a conductor tells you, like, you have to pay with the withdrawal. So apparently we were around I think we were around 5 guys with M-Pesa case. So including mine too. So those are around 6 cases. So he insisted, like, let all of us pay with the withdrawal money. Okay, so I relaxed. Then there's another lady there who was so vocal. She's like, we can't pay all of us each with the withdrawal fee. So what I did, I just stood calm, because I know if I could have talked, it could have been another thing altogether. So I relaxed, they have that conversation, then eventually the conductor reached out to me and tapped my back like, okay, brother, and what about what about you? And then I asked him like, what am I supposed to say? I should be sending you. So I just told him like, with all these cases, okay, I'll add the 30 bob. Always, it's always with the roll is always around 30 shillings. So I just told him like, I'll add the 30 shillings, but let the others not pay. Then the others seconded me. Then he got so furious. It really, yeah. I was about let me say around 50 meters to get to where I stay. So then he said, okay, all of you are going to alight here now that you are tough-headed. That is what he called us. You are tough-headed. Okay, I told him that it's okay because me, I had no issue. After all, I was just a walking distance from the house. So I think his math wasn't adding up. Okay. We alighted. We alighted. Remember, that is around 11 night. It was around 11 p.m. We alighted and eventually paid him the 100 each for his fee, and he left. That was the evening disappointment after deciding to go and give my neighbor a visit. The Manu fans, I just want to console with them and watch them game. By the way, congratulations to the Manu fans, you guys won, despite you know the team that you guys were playing against. So congratulations. This reminds me of a story. Back then, I think it's been years, I was with my cousin. We were traveling from Kisii to Nairobi. A while back, we had boarded by then a bus at night from 10 p.m. from Kisii. I was with my cousin. We were coming for some stuff in Nairobi. So we get to the bus stop. We pick our bus. That was I think by then it was booming. It was Translink. Those who know where you bought it in Kisii, there are those mamas who are always there. They want those who sell mbogas and mboga, the groundnuts and everything. Kisii is very busy, and clearly those ladies, they are so determined. Congratulations to them. They are so determined. They can sell you anything, whether you like it or you don't like it. Like they will have to take away their marketing and selling skills are on another level. So we were at the bus stop. In fact, we were picking, but previously, a day before that, we had an experience. I think that day was just dramatic. There's a place where my cousin used to stay, and some friends of ours, and I think that day, because we were traveling, so we decided let's go and cook at home. That is the previous night. Let's do our meal at home so that maybe we save on the cost or avoid eating on our way to Nairobi. So we got to Kisii town, some butchery. We got some matumbo how they call the intestines of a goat. I think it was a goat or something. So we picked. We went and cooked them. We were 5 in that house, so we had to. Yeah, we bought quite around 3 kgs or something. So it took time to cook. So we patiently waited as we were doing some movies and cracking some jokes as we waited the meal to cook. It cooked and visitors came in. So we were feasting. That was around, because we cooked late, it was around 10, 11. That is the previous a night before we travel to another dramatic day. So as we were having our meal, we ate all that. I wasn't staying in Kisii, but then I was there for a couple of days. So we eat. Then I have a few stories. Then we slept. I remember I was in a new environment, and that place has around, I think there can be around 40 houses. there are single rooms. They're around 40. Having in mind that Kisii has quite a huge population, student population. So I think the landlords tap a lot from those single houses. So here we are with my team of friends. We've ate everything. We've slept. It's a totally new environment to me. So as at night I'm good. Then though there was a bit of movement, but I could hear some noises. Apparently, the meal we had I don't know if we cooked it wrong. I just can't tell. Then the only person I was to reach out to my cousin, because I also started developing some stomach upsets, and I reached out to my cousin because the only thing I wanted to spot on first is where these guys, where is the tissue. Being a single room, it was very busy, so chances of you finding that you've slept on the tissue could be under your pillow are very high. So I tried looking at the tissue, I can't find it. Then I peeped down to my cousin. I couldn't see him in bed, so I'm like, okay, maybe he went to make a call outside or he went to do his stuff. We are men, so that one happens. So if you've ever had a stomach upset, you know how serious it can be. Yeah, I don't know how to explain it, but it can be. You better experience it so that you can also give your own story. So in that compound, the landlord had dogs. I salute those guys. I salute that landlord. Those dogs are, I think I counted up to around 10 dogs, and these dogs are those the local breed. Yeah, the local breed. Majorly and normally they are called Bobby. Those dogs are, if you have no plan for a weekend, those dogs, they know where there are burials, where there are celebrations, weddings, like, so that they can get the leftovers. So they are very busy. They are very busy during the day. Like, if you should sit down and follow one, I think it will lead you to where there is some function and have yourself some meal. So, and back to the house. Now my stomach is, it's getting out. The situation is getting out of hand. I was too sweaty. I had to get to a washroom, and the washroom I was going to, it is about 20. Is it around 20 meters to 30 meters? Huh? It's quite some distance you have to walk. Then the Kisii region, it rains. Yeah, when it decides to rain, it rains. So these dogs are outside here. And they are very busy. They are barking because I hadn't had that experience with them. They are barking all over. They are 20. You've opened your door, they are there barking. So because I'm a stranger, they haven't spotted me or seen me anywhere. So I'm a threat. I'm a threat in that compound. So what I decided, I went back to bed to relax. And the moment I just get back to bed, it worsens. So I said, oh my God, what can I do? I go and open the curtain. I see those dogs relaxing. So if I touch the door, they're all up. Barking at me. So I decided, come by and by. Let whatever happen to happen. Because I can't stay in this condition. And I cannot mess. Should I have done anything, I could have just woken the entire gang that was asleep. So I didn't know that my cousin also had the same problem I was facing. And being a native, being that is his area, so he's used to those dogs. So he had gone. He had gone to the washroom, and those washroom are those that if you are not used, that those ones are, how can I say, they are manually built. The floor is just what can I say, timber. So should you miss, or should you go with your phone or money or anything, should your phone fall, I think it will be gone. So I decided, let me just open this door. Yeah, I only said, God, whatever happened to happen. Should this dog touch me, then I'll just mess up. So I opened the door with God's courage. Those dogs came all over surrounding me, barking, but none of them beat me. So they escorted me all the way to the washroom, barking and all that. So reaching there, I'm psychologically prepared, everything. Yeah, I'm like fully prepared. Only to reach there, apparently it had what can you say? More of a curtain, a sack curtain. So, so when you are busy with your stuff, you have to hold it. It is so nice. You have to hold it as you continue doing having your good moments. So I didn't know, while I'm touching, I'm going to get it, because I was so furious, like, oh, let me just get in, because the dogs here are also taking me. I think I was running towards there. So the dogs are here escorting me also very fast, like, hey guy, you need to get there very fast, because I was also so scared of them. Only to reach there and find my cousins also in. So in those washrooms, you don't knock. All you do is prepare. You act like someone someone preparing your throat. You're like so that the other one, if someone is inside, he can also. No, the one inside is the one doing that. So he alerts you. So apparently, while he had me making those big steps coming, all he said and whistled. So I was like, okay, there is somebody inside. So that was the beginning of my problem. So I was like, what do I do? So I held, by God's grace, I just held my hands until the guy came out, and it was my turn. That is how messy that can be. So that one story, I was linking it to another one now. When we were traveling with him, the same experience we had, we met some guy, a very cool guy. He was from I think it was from Homa Bay or somewhere, Luo Nyanza. So the guy was smartly dressed, and he was with his, I think it was his chick or fiancé. Then we were traveling. So that is back in the bus now, our journey to Nairobi. So the guy, smartly dressed, talking English. There are those individuals who can do English until you get to that point, like you feel that you are inferior, like you really know English. You need to go back to school and do some lessons. Hey, there we are. We bought the vehicle, and the guy was so busy. They had taken fries. First we met them at a restaurant where we had just gone to washroom. I spotted him because he was he was identical anyway, the way he had dressed. So we get there. The guys, they were having some meal, and with the lady taking. Then after that, I think they went to some fast food that is around at the bus stop there. They picked some fries. On their way to the bus, the lady is there selling. They sell you anything, and Kiss is mostly known for bananas and those are groundnuts. There was very funny names on how they call it. It can just it's more of musical when they sell those stuff to you. So the guy I spotted him buy groundnuts. I spotted him do the fast food, that those are the fries. I spotted him eating, and he has bought groundnuts, he has bought bananas. Then we got into the bus. So our seats were seated. We were seated just in front of him, and they were from the back. So apparently I could hear their conversation, and every road they were saying. So the bus left Kisii. Then we approached some town also in Keroka. I don't know. In Keroka, the bus stood to pick some passengers so that it can be full. We hit the road to Nairobi. The guy still requested for some time. He rushed down and got some juices. I think he was either hungry or those kind of people just like food and all that in their journeys and all that. They like those snacks. So yeah, we had fun going. The bus eventually left for Nairobi. So we hit the road and reached some point, some place called Kaplong, for those who've been to that route. So on reaching there, it's a very big stretch. Very big stretch. Remember, that is at night. I think it was around midnight or something. And everyone is there's no one talking in the bus, just some music from the background. But later I realized that music wasn't there. So should anyone cough, talk, you could hear, oh, someone is talking from such a place, and you could just hear the conversation. So there we are, and relaxing, because we were just having some fun talk with my cousin just as we go. He eventually fell asleep. So I rarely sleep while traveling. I like, I'm always awake. So the guy, after that stretch, not after the stretch, while we were in that stretch, I just hear some funny noises and funny talks that now caught my attention. The guy was talking, he was addressing the baby. Oh, baby, I can't withstand this. It's getting worse and worse. So, like, I thought maybe he was sick or something. Like, no, I gave it. I got interested. Yeah, just to maybe, what is it? So the guy was, I think he had a stomach upset, and it was getting severe after every minute. And no, when you have those stomach upsets, like the least favor someone can do is just if you are in a matatu, you are in what, you just stop wherever it has and have yourself relieved to continue. So apparently the guy, I think, was just trying to be a gentleman, because the next stopover was in Narok. So, and it's that one you're talking around 150 to 180 kilometers from where we are. So the guy was like, oh, because now, he was whispering to the lady. Now, as it worsened, he could no longer whisper. Now he was raising the voice. Now he was requesting the lady the fiancé, to go and make a request to the conductor or the bus driver, just to make a stopover so that the guy can relieve himself. So very relaxed. I had the conversation was a bit funny, though I'm sorry for him, but it was a bit funny, and you know how embarrassing it can be in a bus of around 52 passengers. Then you have now reached to that limit where you no longer whisper. Now you are addressing almost the whole bus. So I heard him shout to the conductor, "Hey, can you stop kindly for a few minutes? I need to relieve myself." It's like the conductor snubbed him. So he decided to stand and walk all the way to the driver seat just to make that request, like, please, I'm pressed. Can you guys just stop over and I have myself relieved? So he went there. Apparently, the driver never gave him, because it was at night and you can't know someone's intention, and it's risky to just make a random stopovers. So when we eventually he came back to his seat and requested the lady, please go and talk to them. I'm dying. That experience, I think it's more of 1,000 ways to die. So the lady, I think the lady felt a bit shy, and she could not do that. It's at those points that even relationship can die just because because of that. So the guy went back again. Now this time not to the driver, but to the conductor. I could see them because where I was seated, I think it was a second seat from the driver's seat. He went to the conductor and requested him, please, sir. He was so humble. Pressed, kindly, can you guys make a stopover to have myself relieved? So as he was doing this, because now he was raising his voice, and it got attention of the whole bus. Now everyone was the bus, everyone was just laughing and okay. So apparently the conductor is comes from the Kisii region. Yeah, there are those guys who are short-tempered, like they just speak their mind on what happens. So while he went to the conductor, the conductor just told him, just go and relax. I'll talk to the driver and see if he'll have you helped. So while he went back, the conductor started having a conversation in mother tongue with the driver. Yeah, that was so funny. So funny, saying that he had watched this guy, the way he was eating, he expected that, and he warned him. Yeah, in Kiswahili they say that when nilikuona na hizo machakula unakula. So it was like so if you had seen him, you could have helped him. So the guy never stopped. I think they took almost 5 kilometers for him to come and do a stopover, because the guy now came yelling. He went to the driver, told him, if you can't stop, then I'm going to just shit here. Yeah, he was now shouting now, and until we had to come to his rescue and played with the driver, like, kindly help this guy out. Yeah, so he only told the driver, he was on his knees telling the driver, please, just give me 1 minute. I'll only take 1 minute. I will not consume more than 1 minute. So the guy was the bus eventually stood just at the middle of the road, because at night there are no vehicles, like it's not that much. Plus it looks more of a desert if you've been to those narrow areas. So the guy, with all that, whatever was going, instead of he eventually alighted. So the only safest place he could find is just in front of the light, in front of the bus, where the lights are lighting too. So he went there, relieved himself. He asked for 1 minute, and they took a whooping 10 to 15 minutes. Yeah. So eventually it was done. He came back to the bus. Then everybody was mad and asking, why, like, we are giving you 1 minute, then you go and take our 10 minutes. What are you? That guy never talked, never uttered even a word. He went back to his seat, sat. Never did I hear them or him talk to the girlfriend. Nothing. So when we alighted at Narok is a stopover where you have some meals, you go relieve yourself. The guy never stepped out of the bus all the way to Nairobi. I think I don't know, it was a bit embarrassing to the lady and all that, but I was keen, because I was a storyteller to then I really wanted to know the aftermath of all that. But then I think after the bus stopped in Nairobi, the guy never left the bus. It was a bit early, but I saw the lady walk out as we also walked out, and yeah, that it is. But now, to our drivers, should someone have that experience, kindly try to understand someone, and yeah, make it for them, kindly. That thing can be pressing in most cases. So stay tuned for more as we get this. But then I'm trying really to urge you guys, my team, like thank you so much for the subscription you've made, and kindly continue subscribing. I'm requesting you to continue subscribing, liking the link, and also sharing it out. So I'm so grateful. I know you're wondering why my eye are a bit reddish. In Mombasa there's a breakdown. Is it a break? What? There's some virus close that is spreading. It's called the red eye. So my eyes are hurting, and eventually they turn red. I've started having that last night, but then I got some medication. Hope it will vanish, but then it has affected so many individuals. So I'm so grateful for your support, and continue watching my videos as we continue holding each other's hands. Thank you so much, and I love you all. Bye.